Have you ever had that perfect idea that you know you wrote down, but you can't find it? Today we're going to talk about using Microsoft's OneNote to organize your writer's notes and be able to find this stuff and organize it so that you can get to it easily and effortlessly. We're going to talk about 5 things today. One, how to actually set up your writer's notebooks in your sections. Secondly, how to create that one page per idea concept. Third, using bullets, headings, lists, and highlights to keep yourself organized. And then using tags and searchable content within your notes. And then lastly, just sort of some next steps and things that you can do within your notes, next steps, to help you stay organized. So let's go right to the computer. This is the actual notebook name. And then think of each one of these tabs as a subject. Oops. So sort of like your subject one, like back in school. I mean, we had biology. And then, here was your lit, English lit. But, for us, we may call these by, maybe this is your fantasy series. And then this is your lead magnets. So basically just creating a tab for each section. Within here is where you want to, so that's setting up your notebook and setting up the sections within. Here is consider this a page. This is your notebook page, and you can have an endless number, as I mentioned. So let's go back to the fantasy. So this is my, let's think about this one page per idea concept. If I have, this is The Rise, book one, which is my book that I'm working on. I may have a page specifically for book one and some notes that I want to put in here. Track, Diesel's character through second half. I don't know, I'm making this shit up. Right. But the point being is that for each tab that you have a page within. I can add a page over here, add page. So I think it might be helpful to actually see, giving you private access to my notebook. And so here is my fiction writing notebook that 5 minutes. What the heck is that all about? Shut the hell up. So I have some ideas about the blurbs. Like I know that, I've been obsessing over blurb ideas for this for quite some time. So this is just a page in a notebook that I have for blurb ideas. Here's a page in my notebook, my fiction writing notebook, on the Rise of the Normals tab within there for ideas on the synopsis. And this uses John Truby's 7 steps to writing. We'll save that for another video. Here's some ideas for my romance, my book Tim on Broadway, for instance, and just some general writing advice. All of the tabs within the fiction writing notebook, and think of these as this subjects. Remember, tabs, subjects from school, and my notes. So here's notes that I've taken and I can add to. Like I started this in 2021. You can change the date if you want, the time, but that's when I don't spend too much focus on that, but you can add to this and keep a running list of your videos. your videos. I'm over here trying to work this freaking Zoom thing so that I can pause. It's pissing me off and driving me crazy. So here's an example of using headings and bullets and to sort of organize yourself. So perhaps you have a page in your journal, your notebook that's inspirational, some books, some good books. That's the top of your page. You wrote down good books. Maybe you've got some ideas for fantasy. So I've made that a heading one, and maybe there's title um, by the author, and then you have maybe a couple of those, and you want to just keep sort of a running list, right? And then, but maybe then you want to break that down into maybe urban fantasy, like subheadings of this. So maybe make that a heading two. And then what are your, or maybe, you want to think about epic fantasy. That's another heading two. Uh, oops, title, you write down your authors. What about other genres? Maybe you're into lit fiction, right? Make that a heading one. Um, Under that, maybe contemporary, maybe under that, uh, uh, historical fiction, etc. Just a way of organizing your notes in headings and subheadings. So this is a good example of a well organized, I think, uh, tab. So this is the self-publishing formulas 101 course and some courses I took, online courses, just organized the this is all under a specific section within my notebook that think, the subject called SP 101. You could have made it its own notebook. It depends on how you want to level things out. But so here I have the first section was around building your platform, and then created tabs, pages, notebook pages within here. And I like to keep them organized by promoting or sub-promoting them, making them sub-pages within the notebook. So it's organized. So here's just, why you need uh, a website, the importance of it. This is a heading two, some other sources that came from that section. Uh, how to go exclusive on Amazon, for instance, and all of the sub pages, information about KDP Select, etc. Really good way of organizing stuff. I don't use this in researching for this. I forgot about the importance of this, but if there's something that I want to do, like, so here's information about doing a countdown promo. If I wanted to remember to about something, I could use what's called tags in OneNote. And for instance, if this is an idea that I can just have that section either highlighted or my browser in it, and then click that button, and it'll give it a little tag. So each section would pertain to, so I could say, all right, um, this is critical, for instance. You can also create your own tags, which you can customize, add a new tag, modify a new tag, so that maybe this is character insights. Maybe you have a tag for that. And then you can go over here and you can search all of that criteria. We're going to wrap up this with next steps, not with me, but next steps on how you could summarize your notes. So for instance, I recently took a course, if you would, summit, and did a great idea about using character sketches or dramatis personas as lead magnets. So under my lead magnet, I literally just created this notebook, so you know, forgive the typo. Yeah, I am a writer. Uh, the idea of giving away a to your email list to get more people subscribe to your email list, for instance, was to create this character sketch for your book. And um, so I jot that note down. And what are the next steps? What do I need to do and this is a good note taking strategy is just putting down what your next steps. What do you want to be able to do? So I want to focus. Do I want to focus on the core characters, or do I want to create this for all of the characters? And maybe I'll use AI to create some sort of images. So this isn't something I'm going to publish. This is just a free giveaway that I'll give for being on my email list, or to give to people who want to join, or maybe even put at the beginning of my book to get people to subscribe to my email list. So let me think about that. Do I want to put images in it? I don't know. I mean, uh, I need to create a landing page. So these are just some next steps that uh, I think that I need to do. And I want to make sure that I offer it to my current subscribers first before giving it to newbies. And then I'll be doing a book giveaway, King Sumo giveaway. So maybe add that to that. So this is just a good way of keeping notes. And then I can add tags as I mentioned previously about some of these things. Maybe this is a to do, and I might want to tag that as such as an item to do. And then what's nice about this little to do thing is when you've done it, you can click it for those of us who like to have checklists. Hopefully you found that helpful to stay organized using OneNote. I love OneNote. I've been using it forever. Hopefully you found something useful in this video today. And if you did, I'd love to hear from you. Make a comment, and we'll see you next time.